we have a brand new cutting die. This is called Winter Deer, and this is going to coordinate with the basic crosshatch to create a project just like this. It's going to be flat when you mail it, and then when you get it, you just pop it up just like that, and it is three-dimensional. How cute. So please come play with us. Now the Winter Deer dies, there are 10 cutting dies, and as you can see, there's a variety of trees. We've got the doe and the deer, as well as some rabbits and some birds flying, and they are going to coordinate perfectly with the basic crosshatch. But let me show you first how this comes together. Now you do get the 4 dies, and all of the instructions, like with all of those in the collection, are right here on the back of the package. But let me just show you. So you cut out one arch, and you cut out each of these once, so just one time. And then this one you cut out 3 times, as you can see. And the way you put it together is with these slits that are in the bottom. So you simply align them, and we're going to take the 3 to begin with and just slip them in just like so. You just want to make them even at the bottom. And there you go. And that starts our base. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Now, then we're going to start with the taller one. You can see that this is taller. This is going to go next, and it's going to go into the next slot, just like so. And you kind of wiggle it to get it in there. And then you do it with the next one, and then finally with the last one also. Same thing, you want them all to be even at the bottom, so the whole thing will stand up. And then the last one is going to go in front. And here it is, just like so. And as I said, they will lie flat when they're in the envelope. There you go, just like that. And the envelopes that we have will fit them quite nicely, so everything works together. Now, with this one, and this is shown on the back of the package, and we'll give you the directions also, but this is using Nature's Touch paper. And isn't it pretty that Debbie used with the squirrel up in the tree? So that's nice. And you can see there's some nice definition in the squirrel also. Again, this is going to fold flat. And also, although you do get a variety of trees, of course, you can cut them out as often as you want. In fact, she's got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trees that she has popped out. So you can do all of that. And then if you want to, you can add something to the back if you like. Okay, let's get into our first card from Teresa. And this is one. There you go. So this is a darker look than the first one. And Teresa has used, oh, by the way, the first one used Nature's Touch. This is using the also Nature's Touch, so it's getting just a different look. And let me show you. This is using Nature's Touch 12 by 12 pattern cardstock, as well as the solid cardstock and the die cuts. So while they're using the same papers, you're going to get a different look. Now in this case, Teresa has used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of the trees, and the trees that she's used are kind of the shadow trees, okay? And she has also used the ink pads, so these are the ones that she's used throughout, so let me just bring that in. And the cocoa, where's the cocoa? There it is, the cocoa bean is what she used on the crosshatch. So she just simply took the blending brush and used the cocoa bean, just tapped it all for the arch and all of the supports in the crosshatch. So this was used in the crosshatch, all of them. It gives just a little bit of definition, and I think you'll agree that that works nicely. So that was the first step. Then in doing her trees, she's got 2 shades of green. You can see there's a dark green and then a lighter green. Now she used khaki on the lighter green. Again, same thing, just going around the edges. And then for the darker green, she used concrete. And I will tell you that these colors are going to be used on all of these cards, so it's a good thing to remember. Now, the rabbit is also using the cocoa bean, so that gets an edge to it also. And the deer is also using concrete. So all of those are just doing a bit more. And you can see that there is the doe right there and the buck in the front. And these are, the deer is foam taped. Some of these are foam taped. You can see the dimension, and others are flat. Now, I also like that Teresa used the patterned cardstock for all of the pieces. You can see that those leaves just give a nice base for that deer to pounce upon and to lay upon. Now, there's also, this is from the die cuts, and that has been foam taped on place. You see one of the birds. And then on the back, she has done one of the cutouts, so that happy birthday is just on the back. You can do your message. So beautiful. Isn't that pretty with all the text on it? And again, you just fold it flat and you can pop it into an envelope, and it's going to work quite nicely. So that is our second card. Now we're going to go to the next one, which is going to have a very different look. And let me show you. So here it is flat, but here it is popped up. And you can see that this one, we don't have any animals in it. Isn't that pretty? And this has several things going on. So let me show you. Let's make sure that that's nice and settled. So this is using all of the cross stitch has been done out of the frosted flowers, which is brand new, the 6x6 pattern. And isn't that pretty? And you can see how pretty that is down there with the flowers, and in the background also, just really nice. And if those leaves are catching your attention, I'll talk about that in just a moment, okay? And as you can tell, this is very much in the blues and greens, but also the patterned paper, patterned cardstock has been used for some of the trees. There you go. And those have also been inked, let me see, with the light green has been done with khaki, just right on the edges with the blending brush, of course. The darker green has been used with concrete, and so that is on all of those. And the darker green has been cut out of the Sparkling Season solid cardstock. Now, the reason that Teresa did not use the frosted flowers is because there was no brown in it, or green, I think. I think there was green, maybe no brown. So that's why she went to the Sparkling Season. So the colors work nicely. Now, with all of those, she did use the Sparkle pen. And as I've said before, this pen, I think we're the only company that sells them individually, but you just pull the lid off and you just simply brush it onto your project, and it's going to give you a bit of sparkle. And if we can get in closer to that to really see that sparkle, that would be helpful. There you go. So you can see just really what a nice look it is. And while we're that close, let's look at these skeleton leaves. Aren't they pretty? Now, they come in a package, and you're going to get 10. And she also did the sparkle pen on those, so just really pretty. This is the cutouts from the frosted flowers. And one other thing I wanted to tell you is that I took the leaves and I just tapped an ink pad on them. So this one was with the silver ink pad. I also used a gold ink pad, and I think it just gives such a beautiful look, and it doesn't disturb the leaves at all. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. So if you can imagine, If you wanted to, you could replace those with the silver ones. Just really pretty. And you could even use sparkle pen on that also. Now, on the back of this, Teresa, look what she's done. She's used more of the trees as well as some of the cutouts. Something else about the trees, so you can see that this tree is green, but it has a brown stem. That's because she die cut it twice. First out of green, then out of brown, then simply trimmed this and glued it to the brown tree. That way you've got that brown stem. She did it on the others that are on the front of the card also. So that's just a good way to get your brown stems if you want it. Now, I have one more project, and let's see what else Teresa has done. So this is a card. We love using these with the crosshatch, but you don't have to. And here it is. Now, isn't that gorgeous? Look at those deer and the trees in this scene. Now, the scene is coming from, let me see, here it goes. This is wood and woodland. This is the 12 by 12 patterned cardstock. And you can see that's on the front of the card. And that's one piece, just one piece right there. But then she has added the solid, and that comes from this wood and woodland solid cardstock. And again, she has done some coloring using, excuse me, using the khaki and also using velvet fawn, which is somewhere here. Okay, so on those, and has placed them on top. And this is the die cut, which is right there. So all of this is wood and woodland. Now, the other thing that she added to color it is the straight line dazzle. So you can see there's one at the top and one at the bottom, just to add a bit of sparkle. Now inside, you ready to see this? Okay, look at that. That's from a brand new cutting die. In fact, it is called the Inside Surprise, and I think you'll agree that this is looking like a surprise. And I love the fact that Teresa has the greens and the browns on the front, but then it pops to blue on the inside. This is also in the same pattern pack, of course. So here, when you are doing the Inside Surprise, again, the directions will be right on the back of the package. And you're going to get 3 cutting dies. And so these two will go together like so. Okay. And then this is the mechanism. And with the mechanism, you're going to put 1/2 inch wide extra sticky tape. You're going to place it here and here. You're going to fold everything in a mountain fold, just like that. And then this is going to get placed inside the center of your card, just like this. And of course, when it's got the glue, it will attach. So this V is lining up with the score line, and you measure down about 1.5 inches and place it. This is going to hold your greeting when it's attached, and it's going to go right over here. And the effect that you're going to get, well, it's going to be just like this. Pow! Inside Surprise. And you can see that she's used the cutouts right here that are in the package, as well as the die cuts. And these straight line dazzles are part of this colorful straight line dazzle collection. So it just all works nicely together. Fun to get that, and lots of options with this. So our brand new collection is the Winter Deer, and it can coordinate quite nicely with the basic crosshatch cutting dies. All of this is exclusively ours at paperwishes.com. Teresa, as always, you've done a wonderful job. Really appreciate it. If you're watching us on YouTube, hope you will like us, hope you will comment and subscribe. Wonderful thing about this cutting die set, as with many of them, is you can use this for so many seasons, and this will be great, especially for masculine cards too. And as you know, you can use them with the basic crosshatch or with just regular cards. So YouTube, head on over to paperwishes.com. There is a money saver. We have paired this with the skeleton leaves, and that will make a really nice combination. And there are instructions. Just look at the card down below, click on it, and you'll see the instructions right on the right side of your screen. And I want to thank you again, Teresa, for the wonderful job, and thank you for being part of our Paper Wishes family. Bye-bye. I almost forgot, we do have a subscription. It's going to also be over on the right side of your screen. If you would like to join us every single month. Now, first time you're going to get both the basic crosshatch and the seasonal die. After that, you'll only get the seasonal die. Plus, you're going to get a free goodie every month, and you're going to get 10% off. So if you're interested, we'd love to have you join us. Delightful Dimensional subscription, and we'll see you next time.